Hi, how are you all? Hope you're doing good, and I hope that by now you must have finished all your poetry work. Today we are going to start the short story section. Before I start with my story for today, I would like to tell you that the short story section comes in the non detailed part of the syllabus. So I will not be reading the text to you, I'll be telling you the summary of the poem. By now, many of you must have brought the books also. So, if you have bought the books, kindly go through the story. And those who haven't, there's a text along with the lecture. Kindly read it, and I am sure that you are going to understand it. Now, the story that we are going to read today is that of the gold watch. Okay, and the story is written by Ponjikara Rafi, who was a Malayalam writer, and he was a trade unionist also. So the story that we are going to read today revolves around a poor factory worker named Sanku. So once upon a time, there was this man called Sanku. He was working in a factory. He was a daily wages worker, means he was given wages on a daily basis, and his but the amount that he spent was more than what he earned. So he had to borrow money from here and there, and then he had to run his family or his day-to-day life. The story starts with Sanku being very restless, and he is not able to sleep. The reason is that he owes quite a lot of money to different people, because he has borrowed money from the office fund, he has borrowed money from his friend, he has borrowed money from the shopkeepers, from the chai wala, from the daily needs store, from the canteen fellow, and he has to pay them back. But unfortunately, the money that he will get in hand will not be sufficient for it. सो इसी की चिंता में उसको नींद नहीं आती है और वो परेशान है और सो नहीं पा रहा है. So the story starts with him not being able to sleep properly, and as he closes his eyes to sleep, he can hear all the people shouting in his ears, asking for their money back, and he is making up his mind what to do. And then he thinks of an idea. He thinks of stealing the gold watch of his manager. His manager is a British man, Englishman, and generally they had those pocket watches. So during the lunchtime, that manager used to keep the watch on the table and then go out for lunch. And he makes up a plan that he will be stealing that watch during that lunch hour. But here we have to remember the point that Sanku is not a thief. The circumstances in his life make him do this wrong thing. Okay? Now, this man is trying to do something which he has never done before in his life. He's trying to steal the watch of his manager, where never in his life he has even stolen anything. He is a good, honest man, but he is so helpless. His circumstances of life are so forcing him to take this step. And then he makes up a plan in the night that next day he will go to the office, and while at lunchtime everybody is out, he will go and steal that watch. But he is not able to gather that courage to take that watch, since he is not a professional thief and he is an honest man. So there, with greatest of difficulty, he tries to sleep and he is able to sleep. In the morning, his wife wakes him up and tells him that she's also wondering why he's sleeping so late. So she says that you don't have to go to your office. Office नहीं जाना है क्या आज? जाइए, उठिए. And he realizes that yes, today he has to go to the office because he has to take that money. So actually, he was by the end of the month, when he would get his salary, he would be getting 8.5 rupees. But he owes, मतलब जो उसके ऊपर उधार है वो है 23 रुपीज़ का. एंड ही इज़ वंडरिंग कि 8 रुपये मुझे मिलेंगे, 8.5 रुपये, तो मैं 23 रुपये का उधार कैसे लोगों को चुका पाऊँगा. सो ही इज़ कैलकुलेटिंग इन हिज माइंड कि अगर वो वॉच बेचेगा तो उसके पास डेफिनेटली वो सबके जब वो उसको 20 रुपये से तो ज़्यादा ही मिलेंगे वॉच के, तो वो अपना उधार चुका भी पाएगा और उसके बाद वो एक चैन की सांस ले सकेगा और आराम से वो रह सकेगा. बट ही इज़ still he is in doubt whether he will be able to steal the watch or not. खैर, दिन गुज़रता है, वो ऑफिस जाने के लिए, फैक्ट्री जाने के लिए तैयार होता है और वो उसकी वाइफ उसको कहती है कि बड़े दिन से बच्चे कुछ खाए नहीं है, अच्छा तो उनको आते टाइम तुम कुछ लेते आना. फिर उसकी वाइफ उसको ये भी कहती है कि उसके बेटे को कुछ रैशेस, बॉयल्स निकल आए थे, फुंसी फोड़े जो होते हैं, उस पर लगाने के लिए उसको दवाई चाहिए. और वो भी बहुत पहले बता चुकी है उसकी वाइफ उसको ये बात, लेकिन वो बहुत इग्नोरेंटली पूछता है किस चीज़ के लिए. और उसकी वाइफ उसे गुस्से से बोलती है कि तुम्हें दिखा नहीं था क्या कि तुम्हारे बच्चे को कितनी तकलीफ़ हो रही है. एंड ही फील्स सैड इन हिज हार्ट बिकॉज ही इज़ वंडरिंग कि वो पैसे ना होने के कष्ट से इतना परेशान है और इस चीज़ से वो इतना his mind is like not in one place because he's in two minds whether to steal the watch or whether not to steal the watch. And he knows that he owes a lot of money to the people. He knows that those people might come and ask him and he is not he doesn't have that money, so stealing the watch is the only choice that he has. अचानक से फिर खैर वो जब निकलता है ऑफिस से तो उसकी वाइफ फिर कहती है कि बेबी छोटा है, उसको रात में भूख लगती है, तो आते टाइम आप कुछ फ्रूट्स लेते आइएगा, बनानास लेते आइएगा. एंड देन ही रियलाइजेस व्हेन ही टर्न्स अराउंड दैट हिज वाइफ is expecting their second child, and he says that at this moment when I am not able to take care of my wife and my child, there's another coming on the way which will be an added responsibility to him. So now he is you have to understand the mental condition of this man, what he's going through, that he has a family whom he cannot take care of, and then another child is on the way, and then he owes so much to different people, and he is again he doesn't trust himself whether he will be able to steal the watch or not. So he goes to the office with all these thoughts in his mind. A troubled and stressed out person, he goes to the फैक्ट्री में काम कर रहा होता है और लंच टाइम का बेल बजता है. And it's 1 o'clock and he can see that everybody is leaving the factory and going out. Some will go home for lunch, some will go to the canteen outside, others who have brought their lunch along will go outside and eat it. तो उसको ये बात अच्छे से पता है कि लंच टाइम में अंदर ऑफिस के अंदर कोई भी नहीं होता है, और उसको ये भी पता है कि वो टेबल पे एक घड़ी रखता है, और जहाँ वो बैठता है अगर वो विंडो को ऐसे शिफ्ट करेगा तो उसके अंदर हाथ डाल के वो रिंग को वॉच को उठा सकता है. सो ही वेट्स फॉर एवरीबडी टू गो, एंड देन ही opens the window to pick up the watch. और अंदर उसकी जो दिल की धड़कन है उतनी तेज़ हो रही होती है कि उसकी हिम्मत नहीं होती है कि वो घड़ी चुरा ले. And he's afraid also. He's very afraid. He's very nervous. He's shivering. He's scared कि कोई उसको देख ना ले. He's scared कि अगर किसी ने देख लिया तो क्या होगा. He's scared कि कहीं उसे नौकरी से निकाल दिया तो कहीं उसको मार पिटेगी, कहीं जेल भेज दिया तो और भी कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स और इंक्रीज हो सकते हैं. तो वो परेशान है, बहुत ज़्यादा परेशान है, बहुत ज़्यादा डरा हुआ है. फिर भी वो वॉच को उठाने की कोशिश करता है. एंड देन ही थिंग्स, एक ऐसा पॉइंट आता है जब वो उसकी एक तरफ, जैसे टॉम एंड जेरी में आप देखते हैं ना, एक एंजल वाला टॉम को कहता है ऐसा ऐसा मत करना, और एक डेविल वाला आता है करो, तुम जेरी को परेशान करो. उसी टाइप से एक आता है एक उसके आगे थॉट कि अगर मैंने चोरी कर ली तो मेरी सारी प्रॉब्लम्स सॉर्ट आउट हो जाएंगी. और दूसरा उसके पास थॉट आता है कि अगर मैंने चोरी नहीं की तो मैं बच जाऊंगा, मुझे कोई कुछ नहीं कर पाएगा. ही इज़ फाइटिंग विद दिस थॉट इन हिज माइंड, बट as most of the times the devil wins, and he puts his hand inside the window, goes through the table and picks up the watch and keeps it in his pocket. अब वो पॉकेट में लेके वो जितनी जल्दी हो सके वो वहाँ से जाने की कोशिश करता है. और जैसे ही वो जा रहा था ऑफिस के बाहर, उसको किसी के पैरों की किसी के कदमों की आहट सुनाई देती है. And then he can hear those footsteps coming, and he is a statue over there, and he's sweating like anything. His heart was racing as if the fastest train on the earth, and he could hear the heartbeat. And then he realizes that if he is caught now, he remembers that there was another man who was caught taking an old umbrella, and then he was insulted in front of all the factory workers, and he was suspended from the job, or he was fired from the job. And at that time the watch inside his pocket is burning. He has a burning sensation and he doesn't know what to do. And that there's a fellow, a colleague, who comes in front of him, and he looks at him. That the colleague's name was Madhavan. So Madhavan looks at him and says, what are you doing here? And Sanku says, nothing like that. I was just going out for lunch. And Madhavan smiles and gives a very wicked smile to him and says, you're a liar, I know what you're doing. ऐसे ही मजाक में बोल दिया है, लेकिन उसकी ये लाइन संकू को इतना ज़्यादा डरा देती है that Sanku doesn't know what to do. He is so scared. He is petrified by the fact that now Madhavan will go out. He will tell the manager, and that fat white man will come, and first of all he will beat him, secondly he will insult him in front of all the factory workers, and thirdly he will be fired from his job. So he is very, very scared. He doesn't know what to do. And Madhavan says this and he walks away. That was his only role in the whole story. And Sanku immediately turns back and goes back to the same place, to the same window, to the same table, and he takes out the watch from his pocket and keeps it back on the table. So that is the end of the story, that he was not able to steal the watch. So what do we learn from this story is actually that there are many times in our life when we are tempted to do wrong, when we are tempted to take the shortcut or the wrong way, the wrong path to reach a successful pedestal in our lives. But unfortunately, those who are honest people, uh, those who are not so honest people, or uh, life gives us so many temptations that there are times that we are tempted to uh, get tempted. We are tempted to do wrong things in life. छोटा सा बात है, सपोजिंग आप कोई क्लास नहीं अटेंड करना चाह रहे हैं और आपको ऐसा बोला है कि आपके फ्रेंड्स कह रहे हैं चलो आज क्लास बंक करते हैं, and inside your heart and mind you know that it is wrong, I shouldn't be bunking the class, but at the same time there are some who will say okay, let's go and bunk school or bunk college or bunk the class, and they'll be sitting in the library or roaming about here and there or some corner of the school. But the honest people will be saying कि तुमको बंक करना है तुम करो, मुझे जाना है क्लास में, because they are honest, they are hardworking, and they know the difference between right and wrong. And my dear children, whatever may be the case in life, never take the shortcut. Always work hard to achieve your goal, to achieve your aim. And the longer route, as I have already explained it once in one of the poems, the longer route will always be difficult, will always be hard, but the result that you will get from there will be permanent, will be forever, and more than anything else, you will learn respect and love of the whole world or the whole organization or everyone that is surrounding you and your family and you and wherever you are. So try to be honest always, because when you speak lies for 1 minute, you're tempted to you cover up with hundreds of lies. But when you speak the truth, जब आप सच बोलते हैं तो आपको पहली बात तो ढकने की उसको ज़रूरत पड़ती नहीं है, दूसरी बात आपको इतना प्लानिंग और कॉन्टेम्पलेटिंग नहीं करनी पड़ती कि अब क्या होगा. जब भी गलत काम किया है, ओन करो उसको, बोल दो कि हाँ मैंने किया है. ट्रस्ट मी, थोड़ी सी डांट पिटेगी, ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं होगा. बट अगर आप छुपाएंगे चीज़ें और किसी दूसरे तीसरे से जब माँ बाप को पता चलती हैं ये बातें, तो वो बहुत ख़राब लगता है, बहुत अच्छी चीज़ नहीं है. सो व्हाट यू लर्न फ्रॉम दिस लेसन इज़ बी ऑनेस्ट. Whether you have lots of difficulties to face them. Difficulties make you a stronger person. They make you more finer. They make you more resilient. They make you independent. They make you firm to face anything in life. Right? So I hope that you've understood this story. Please read it on your own, and I'll be sending you the notes soon. Bye bye. Take care.